Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2018 mid-month general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers, any and all newcomers. Thanks for all your support, feedback, comments, shares, likes, subscribes. Thanks to all of my clients out there, regular and new, for always keeping me so busy with personal readings. And if any of you are interested in any personal reading with me and you have never read with me before, or you've forgotten the information, you can get more info and contact details by going to my YouTube channel's homepage, clicking on the little About button there, or you can click on the description bar of any of the videos that I post. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com and be delighted to work with you. Turnaround time is usually pretty good, as I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. And I can usually get back to you within the same day or the first 24 hours of your initial contact with more info. Of course, during the holiday season, the sooner booked, the better. But I work pretty diligently with people's schedules, so. You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy. That's good for quick answers to quick, easy questions. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life of all different types and lengths and costs. So there's a few options to choose from. If you're interested, send me an email. We'll go from there. All right, let's move into this. This reading is for the Earth sign of Taurus for the December 2018 mid-month reading time. So we're looking at the last half of December, the last couple of weeks, energy being always kind of fluid. So let's see what the remainder of December has in store for our bulls, for Taurus. Okay, Taurus, we begin with the Fool, my favorite major arcana card, followed by the Four of Swords. We have the High Priestess, followed by the Knight of Cups, which you got in your beginning of the month reading as well. From the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Empress. How wonderful. Beautiful. Nice transition from, you know, what we saw in the beginning to now, because it looked like December had challenges in terms of making a choice that was either about a relationship or about something that was going to affect a relationship. And it was kind of just offers of love and support coming in from the page. And the Knight of Cups, that you had both. You have the Knight of Cups here too, I think towards the end of the month where we had it before. So your overall energy for the remainder of December 2018 is the Empress, which is a card of new beginnings, of fertility, that the time is right to plant new seeds, to start sowing something different. It's a beautiful card. Out of the 5 cards I pulled, 3 are major arcana. So whatever it was, and I saw that some of you, it may have been about the work you were putting into a choice or the work situation itself. So it looks like there's a new beginning here, and that the time is right now to actually start the initial work for this, because the Empress in fertility represents, you know, now's a good time to begin new things, to plant the seeds to start to grow and manifest something different. You know, new love, new relationships, new jobs, projects, etc. And self-care as well. The Empress is about, you know, nurturing and even being a little indulgent in your care of yourself as well. So definite fertility energy. And for those of you, you know, who might be wanting to start a family or add to a family, the Empress can represent physical fertility. This might be a good time for that. And if you're not wanting that, well, forewarned is forearmed. So, but definitely a good time to start new things. Which we know from the Fool here. We have the Fool and the Page of Swords around the middle of the month, 3rd week or so. The Fool is the very first major arcana card in the deck. He has the 0 at the top of his card. He is all about new journeys, but blazing his own trail. This can be about taking a leap of faith, stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something different, or doing something in a completely different way. For those single and looking, it could be meeting somebody that may be a little different than your normal previous archetype. Older, younger, different culture, different background, you know, whatever. It could be starting a new direction in work or career, or completely changing the way that you do things. But it's about, because the Fool is about the promise and potential of the path in front of him. He's not really too concerned about the details, although some planning is always wise. The Fool is about what could be, what might be, as he begins this journey. So, and he's all about blazing his own trail and taking a huge leap of faith, whatever risk he needs to, because he's excited about the potential and the promise and the opportunity of that. So clarifying it is the Four of Swords, which is a card of taking a step back, rest, respite, restoration, and taking a step back, particularly from conflict, which I know showed up in your reading, maybe more for the first half of the month. You know, kind of conflict about a choice which was going to affect a relationship. It could have been a choice about work, working too much, making changes. Looks like there was a new beginning in front of you, and there was some conflict maybe with your partner or about your partner because of it. Do we do a new thing? Do we not do a new thing? Am I making a choice between people or a different life path? And so this is about withdrawing from conflict and seeking, you know, taking care of yourself. Sometimes this card can come up when someone's feeling, you know, tired or exhausted. He's taking a step back from the project or the battle, you know. And the Empress is also a bit about taking good care of yourself, even being a little self-indulgent too. So because the Four of Swords represents resting from a battle or a challenge of some kind. And it's what clarifies the Fool. So this could read a few different ways for those of you watching. Some of you, it's going to be, you know, you're off on a new journey, or you've made the decision that you're going to take this new path because the time is right for you to do so. And that's going to provide you with a space and time in which to withdraw from whatever that conflict was, or end that conflict, make a withdrawal from that conflict. Some of you, you're just taking a break, maybe in the last half of the month. We do have Christmas and New Year's here too, you know, from kind of going on and on about this new beginning or new opportunity, whatever choice it is. But I feel like for most of you, because the energy is the Empress, that you've made this decision about this new beginning. You took the time to do it, and now is the right time to actually start planting the seeds for that. Next, we have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. So the High Priestess is about listening to your intuition, following your intuition, your instinct. Some people, our intuition is our connection to the divine, God, Spirit, your angels, and guides. It's the conduit, or the cable, if you will, the hose through which we get flashes of insight, inspiration, repeating ideas, repeating dreams, you know, things which seem to kind of happen out of nowhere. And our feelings, some people call it intuition, some people call it gut instinct, some people call it their higher self. It's about paying attention to that, paying attention to those things and allowing them to guide you, because that's what the High Priestess does. She's kind of a quiet individual because she spends a lot of time watching, observing, absorbing, taking it in and seeing how she feels about it. What does her intuition tell her? So it's about following that, and it's right next to this beautiful new beginning, this potential of the Fool. And clarifying her is the Knight of Cups. This is you know, this is offers of love, of emotional support coming in, maybe kind of fast, because knights represent the speed at which situations move. And all four of the knights move at different speeds, so the situation they may represent moves at different speeds. But even the Knight of Pentacles, who's the slowest because he's governed by Earth, he's still fast moving because he's a knight. So and knights usually represent offers or opportunities coming in. Because they're the bringers, the deliverers of the tarot. This is the Knight of Cups. He's rushing in to bring in this offer of love, of emotional support. I feel like, Taurus, because I saw that whatever this conflict or this decision, you know, was going to be about, that the best way to solve it was in collaboration, working together, and just simple messages of holding your hands out, love, emotional support, etc. And this is still showing at the end of your month here too, that you're following your intuitive ability. And for those of you for whom, you know, there's another person in this situation, I feel like I feel like you should take what opportunities you have to extend that hand, whether it's in a love and romance kind of way, or just in a loving or supportive kind of way as well, and kind of follow your intuition about that as well. Beautiful. And I feel like it really beautifully wraps up the previous, in the first part of the month, difficulty you may have had in making a choice about a relationship, or making a choice about something else. I think maybe work. Or work path that was going to affect the relationship. And I think that you've done that, and there's this extension of, you know, this offering of love and support during this new beginning, because you're moving into a new phase. You've made a decision to take this new beginning, or to manifest this new beginning. So I'm going to just pull a couple more advice cards or to see what the next breath of energy plays out. What else does Spirit want you to see, hear, know? How is this? Yep, new beginning. I think before you had the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, so definite new beginning with passion, fire, energy, and mental, cerebral, new idea, new information, energy. Here's the Ace of Pentacles, tangible, practical, new beginnings. So it may be a new work, a new job, a new work path, a new career path. Moving, relocating, it could be that, which of course affects the relationship too. And in the end, you guys just decide to do it. You're just moving ahead in this. You're making it manifest and happen. And we have the Star, which is a renewed sense of hope, faith, and optimism that the path you're walking, even if you can't see too far on it, is a path of wish fulfillment, that it's leading to your joy and fulfillment. So beautiful, beautiful reading, Taurus. So that pretty much wraps up your December 2018 mid-month reading, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Again, if any of you are interested in any personal reading with me, you can get more info, contact details by clicking on the description bar of any of the videos I post. You can also go to my YouTube channel's homepage and click on the little About button there. Just email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to work with you. I do love and romance, of course, relationship compatibility charting, relationship potential or reconciliation potential. I do career work and finance readings as well as investment readings. And I do 6 and 12 month overviews, which are particularly popular this time of year, although you can do them at any time of the year. The 6 and 12 month overviews, I use a specific spread that takes a look at what's coming in your life in all the main areas over the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look. And they seem to be pretty popular around December, January, as we're ending one year and transitioning into another. And gift readings as well. Personal readings make lovely gifts for friends, family, and loved ones, especially during the holiday season. So something else to consider. So Taurus, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the very first reading of the brand new year of January 2019. I hope you all have a blessed holiday season, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.